Hi, Gayla Scrivener here. Today's Gear Up tip covers how you appear in a recipient's email inbox. You should always be aware and cognizant of how you show up in someone's inbox, regardless of what system you're using, because there's a lot of different email systems out there. What today's tip is all about is a few settings within MailChimp. Now, why is this important? Well, as a coach, a consultant, or any small shop service provider, personal relationships matter. I mean, they really do. It's a big, big deal. And being personal goes right down to the tiniest of details, and one of which is how you show up in an email inbox. And as a small business, my recommendation is that you put your name, not only your business name, don't just put your business name in the from field, but put your name in the from field so that you put a more personal touch on your emails. Now, you're not an Amazon or WordPress or Walmart or anything like that, and be proud of that, really, because you want to be really personal in your emails. When you get emails from folks like that, do they seem personal, or is it just coming from this mass thing? You're more likely to open up an email when it seems like it's directed just to you. So think of your strategy. Think of the email recipient. Now, you should be using a service like MailChimp for any of your general notifications and bulk email. Even if you have the tiniest list, you need to have a service for your general notifications from an email marketing service. This allows the recipient to opt out of your messages, which keeps you out of hot water with anti-spamming laws. But I'm sure you won't have any problems with anti-spamming laws at all, because in fact, I venture to wager that you're a little timid about emailing your list because you're afraid of bothering them. Well, this is all about permission-based marketing. If they've given you their email, they've given their permission to hear back from you, then you need to give them the option of unsubscribing when the messages no longer pertain. But you also need to be aware of how you show up in their inbox and be personal. I'm going to minimize here, and let's look at an inbox, shall we? This is what I mean. If in an inbox you just have your company name, is the recipient going to remember your company name, or are they more likely to remember who you are? Now, see, Amazon, WordPress, they're huge businesses. They're commonly known, but your business may not be as commonly known. Your name may be more familiar than your business name. Besides, like, see here, this is coming from Kelly from Business Made Simple. And when I look at the details of that email, it seems more personal. Kelly's telling me something. Well, there's a lot more people at Business Made Simple than just Kelly, but you'll see here that this is a generic email address. Now, I'm not saying that that's what you should be using as a generic email address. You can use your own email, but at Business Made Simple, I venture to wager they have different departments, and they may share emails and share the responsibility of follow-up from the generic email address. So I know that this is Kelly, coming from Kelly, and she signed it. So you need to be aware of how you show up. My suggestion is that since you're a small business, make sure your name goes in the from field. So I'm going to hop over here to MailChimp, and when you go under your dashboard, you'll go under Audience. When you pick one of your audiences, navigate to Settings, and then the Audience Name and Campaign Defaults. Once there, you'll go under Campaign Defaults. Now, this is where it will automatically show up for you depending on which audience you choose. So here is where you can put your name and your company name, or just your name. In this particular situation, I can put info@scrivenersolutions.com, but I may put my regular business address in there. It depends on the list and what the purpose is. But this is what I'm talking about on keeping it personal. Then let's hop over to the campaigns. When you create a campaign, this from field, depending on which list you choose, it's going to pull from the defaults. But let's say you want to change, depending on, you're segmenting the audience and you want to have it to a certain audience, and maybe they're a little bit more personal. Maybe normally you have your first name and your last name and your business name. Well, maybe in this particular message, you still want it from info, but you might want to look at it differently. Maybe you just want it to say something different. Something that means something to the recipient, to know that, hey, it's a personal message from you representing your company. Now, those are the two main settings that I wanted to cover today in today's Gear Up tip. I hope you found that today's tip was helpful and that you are going to be aware of how you're going to show up in your recipients' inboxes. Check other systems as well, like your phone, your phone settings, your phone email settings, your Outlook, things like that. Because with every email system that you use, there is an opportunity to personalize it. Make sure you know how you're showing up in somebody else's inbox. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to this channel for more Gear Up tips. And for more content marketing information, hop on over to scrivenersolutions.com. Until next time, have a fantastic week.